students, welcome back to my channel Maths Made Easy with AB. Today in this video we will be learning a very important chapter which is differentiation. So it's a very important topic and you must have initially gone through differentiation when you would have gone to class 11. So, and this is highly useful when you are solving physics problem. That's why. So basically you must have seen f dash x or dy by dx, or maybe at times written as y dash or y1. So basically this is how it is represented. So it can be any form. F dash x also means the same. It can be written as dy by dx. It can be written as y dash or y1. So this is basically differentiation, how it is shown. So now you must have gone through rate change. In this video we will be understanding the basic principle, what differentiation means, how different formulas are applied, what are the different formulas that are useful, what are the different theorems of differentiation. So this is a very basic video. So if you are in class 10 and you have already 9 or 10 and you have started preparing for IIT entrance exam, JEE Mains JEE Advanced from early stage, so then also this video is going to be very useful because I will be taking you to the basics. Hopefully you must have gone through all my previous videos on functions, calculus, whatever I have made, and then you are coming to differentiation. Then actually you can be you can relate what is happening from there till here. So now without wasting any time, let's get started with differentiation. Now students, understand what is differentiation. Differentiation or derivative. So derivative and slope. What is slope? You must have learnt in coordinate geometry, slope of a line, right? Derivatives and slope are basically related. They're related, they're the same thing, right? So now let us understand, derivative is slope of tangent. Derivative is nothing but slope of tangent. Tangent to what? Tangent to a curve which is y is equal to fx. Let's understand. Students, before getting into this video, I hope you must have gone through my videos, a series, Play with Graph. Play with Graph is the key series. There are I think 10-12 videos in that series, and you must understand each and every video. I have explained it very simply. You must understand what the video says and then you can deep dive into differentiation. Now students, understand, let's understand this. Say for example, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, yeah, and this is a curve over here. Let me draw a curve, a simple curve. This is a curve which represents y is equal to fx. This is a function, students. Y is equal to fx. This is a simple function that I have drawn. Yeah. And now let us take some points over here on this graph, which is this. Say for example, this point is x. This point is x, students. So now basically what I am trying to say, what is differentiation? I said differentiation is nothing. Derivative means the tangent to this graph at a point, what is the slope of that line? Okay, what is differentiation? Say for example, at this point, say for example, so I draw a tangent here. This is you know what is a tangent, right? Any graph, and tangent is basically a line touching that point. Yeah, that is a tangent. So the tangent, what is the slope of this tangent? This slope theta, tan theta is nothing but the differentiation. Yeah, dy by dx. So let's not jump into this right now. We will be learning, I will give you a basic understanding of differentiation. When we move further, we have moved to the advanced phase, then we will see application of derivative wherein you can actually understand what is happening and what all we were finding. In this chapter, our motive is to just understand how to find differentiation value, how to differentiate a function. Y is equal to fx is a function. Students, if you don't know what is a function, I'll pin the series functions, yeah, wherein I have found out domain, range and several odd even function. So that's a complete video on functions. Go through that and then come back. Okay, students. So function is a chapter which comes first and then comes to differentiation. Also, you must be knowing about limits. Yeah, I hope you have gone through the chapter limits. Now students, let us see what is happening over here. This is the point x, so I will just erase this part. I was just explaining what was happening over here. So now this is a point x, okay, and let us take another point at the vicinity of x, which is x plus h, right? A point which is close to x, which is, say for over here, this point is x plus h. X plus h, students. Yeah. So now if I tell you what is the coordinate of this and this point, student. So what will be the coordinate of this point over here? So this will be x, comma, what will be on the y axis, students? This is the graph y is equal to fx. So this will be fx. X comma y is the coordinate of the point, right? So this point is x comma f of x. And this point, student, what will be the coordinate of this point over here? This point will be x plus h comma f of x plus h. Correct? I hope this is very basic and clear to you all. This is f of x plus h. Now students, what I will do is I will join these 2 points. I will join these 2 points. Right? So I get a line over here. Correct? Our motive is to find the slope of this line. Now, how in a coordinate geometry, how do you find the slope of the line? So, how do you find the slope of the line? Let us understand. We have already seen this before, but still I am just revising it. So, say for example, one point is x1 comma y1 over here, and another point is x2 comma y2. Students, class 10, I hope in ICSE, CBSE, both boards they have this. So, if I draw this line, what is the slope of this line, students? The slope of this line, this is how slope is denoted, or whatever. If you write slope, let me write slope over here. Some students can get confused. So I'm writing slope over here. So what is the slope of the line? The slope of the line is difference between the y coordinate, so y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is the formula of slope, student. We have already seen this in coordinate geometry. So I'm just erasing out this part. Hope you have noted it. Students, you must always be ready with notebook while you are watching my videos, and you must be noting down all the concepts that you are learning over here. Yeah. So now let us see what is happening over here. So what can I say about the slope, students? What can I say about the slope of this line? So one coordinate is, so x1 comma y1, so that is x comma fx. x2 comma y2, what we had seen was x plus h comma f of x plus h. The slope of the line will be f of x plus h minus fx, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus 1 x1. So x plus h minus x. I don't have the urge to cancel x and x over here. Your hands must be itching that let's cut it out. I'll do it, definitely it will be cancelled out, but let me tell you one thing now over here. So till here, students, I think you have understood. Now students, see, I'm just trying to make one logical statement over here. The logical statement over here is, students, understand one thing, that this is x plus h, correct? If, so this distance, the distance is h, correct? This h, if it is very, very small, so if this h is very, very small, if this was here, right? This h, if say for example, this point starts moving this side, so h tends to moving to 0, h will tend, so this means h tends to 0. So this, if this point will move this side and this point will ultimately overlap when h will become equal to 0, then we can say that if h tends to 0, then this line becomes the tangent of this function. If this point, the point I am highlighting over here, this point moves towards this point, then this line becomes the tangent. This line becomes a tangent to the slope, to the graph y is equal to fx at point x. Correct? Correct, students? I hope this is clear, and that is what is differentiation. So basically f dash x, students, understand, f dash x. So I'm not writing another line over here. Let me write it over here itself. F dash x, that is the differentiation. I already told you, f dash x becomes limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0. So this h tends to 0, if this h tends to 0, then we get the derivative of the function. then we get the derivative of the function. Hence, f dash x is equal to limit fx plus h minus fx by x plus h minus x, h tends to 0. Correct? It is actually this part, this part, this part, write it down. It is the slope of tangent. This is the slope of tangent or the derivative. Understood, students? Understood? And let me now erase this part. I hope till here it's clear to you all. Let me erase this part. And students understand the formula that I wrote, f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Correct? X was cancelled initially, I didn't cancel, but now I am writing it over here. So this is the formula to find the derivative of a function. Yeah, this formula to find the derivative of function. This is also known as the first principle method. This is also known as the first principle method to find derivative. This is the first principle method to find derivative, or also called as the delta method, or ab-initio method, Students, please note this down. This is important. This is really important and you must be knowing these things. Correct? So I think till here you are understanding and enjoying the video, students, right? So now let us take some example to find the differentiation. In this video, students, I will keep it till application of the delta method or the ab-initio method. In the next video, we will be learning about the basic differentiation formula, the chain rule, the theorems and all, and the application of that, right? So maybe we will be making two videos. We'll split differentiation 1 and differentiation 2. Yeah, right, students, still here I hope it is very much clear to you all. So let's now apply this formula. So the first question is, so I'll take the first question itself over here. Find the derivative. So write down the question. Find the derivative of sin x with respect to x. Find the derivative of sin x. So you have to find, so fx over here is sin x. So find the derivative of the function fx is equal to sin x. So you write the question in the notebook. Find the derivative of sin x with respect to x by using first principle method. So over here, what is fx? Fx is given as sin x. Students. Fx is sin x. So now let me simply apply the formula. You know the formula, f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 fx. So fx is sin x. Fx plus h, correct? Formula is fx plus. So sin x plus h minus fx, which is sin x. I am applying the formula, students, divided by h. I have just simply applied the formula, correct? So this is sin a minus sin b. Students, you already know what is sin a minus sin b till now. If you don't know, students, it is very critical for you to understand the basics of supportive. These are supporting mathematics, so things like trigonometry and all, you must be by heart with the formulas. Yeah, if you don't know the formulas, it will create difficulty. Well, so don't think that you will just apply concept each and everywhere. Okay, application of concept is good, you understand what it is, but it will take time. And in JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, time is the key. So now here, so those who have forgotten sin c minus sin d, the formula is sin c minus sin d. The formula is 2 into cos c plus d by 2. 2 into cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. That's the formula of sin c minus sin d. 2 into cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Hope you have written it down. I'm just applying, so erasing this part and applying it. Yeah. So by applying, if you see over here, what I am getting is limit h tends to 0 sin c minus sin d. So 2 into cos x plus h plus x by 2. Correct? This was the formula. Cos c plus d by 2 into sin x plus h minus x by 2 divided by h, students. Correct? Now x gets cancelled. So students, now see one thing. This is 2. Can I bring it over here? This 2, can I bring it by 2? H by 2. Yeah. I can bring it down over here. Now this is sin h by 2 by h by 2. You must have already known sin anything by anything is 1. Limit x, if that tends to 0, h tends to 0, sin x by x is what? 1, correct? By x is what? 1, correct? You remember this, right? This is the basic limits formula. You have already seen this. We have already seen this in limits chapter. So sin h by 2, this is h by 2 and this is h by 2. Sin anything by anything, when this anything tends to 0 is what? This entire part is 1. This entire part is 1. Correct? This is very basic thing. So I am just removing this part. This entire thing becomes 1. So I am just removing out this part. So what remains, students? Remains is cos 2x. So remain is limit h tends to 0 cos 2x plus h upon 2. 2x plus h upon 2. Now we can simply put h is equal to 0. If I put x is equal to 0, we find cos 2x by 2, which is cos x. So we get what? Cos x. F dash x is cos x. So simple, students, we have just proved, maybe you might not have proven it earlier, but you know the differentiation of sin x is cos x, and this is how it is coming. It is how it is proved, students. I hope you understood the basic crux of application of this your derivative and first principle method. Let us solve another example, okay, so that it becomes crystal clear to you all. So you write down, students, if you are liking my video, do share, subscribe, like the video, do put your comments if you have any doubt, and in your circle, do circulate the video so that they might also benefit from this. So it's a channel which is growing, and I intend to bring to you more and more videos as time permits, and with time we will definitely be pacing up with more videos, and the quality of video I promise will definitely be better. Yeah, and maybe your suggestions are very valuable, so you can put in suggestions also in how I can improve the video. I'll definitely encourage students to come up, because when I was a student I had particular things in my mind that my teacher should be teaching in a certain format. Yeah, and that's what the format I intend to bring to you all. Yeah, students, so hit like if you are liking the video, you have understood everything till here. So students, the next question is, find the derivative of x square with respect to x. So the next function is x square. Fx is equal to x square. So using first principle method. Students, now going ahead, you need to memorize these formulas. So every time it will not be that it will be cooked to you, and you will have to make it you will use the first principle method to come to a formula. So ultimately we will get into that. So now let's understand how to find out this one. So simple, students, what you do, my suggestion is you pause the video over here, apply the first principle method on your own, and then if you're stuck somewhere, you see this, or if you're done solving, do watch after I solve. So what I intend is pause the video, solve it on your own, and then see the solution and continue further. So fx is equal to x square, students, what it is. So let us see, fx is equal to x square. So now simply we will apply the first principle method. So f dash x will be limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h, so x plus h whole square minus x square divided by h, very simple, x plus h whole square minus x square divided by h. And this is that formula we learned, the first principle method formula, which we are applying here again. Limit h tends to 0, a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b, a minus b divided by h. Now students, over here another important thing, x cancelled, h remains, so h will go away, h was remaining, so h will go away, so this part completely gets removed. This part completely gets removed. Now what remains? The remain is only 2x plus h. The remain is only 2x plus h, and if we put h is equal to 0, what remains, students? 2x. You already know the differentiation of x square is 2x, and what we get is 2x. F dash x is 2x. So that's about the first differentiation. Using the first principle method. I don't know why I'm again and again saying first differentiation method. So basically it is the first principle method to find derivative, yeah, also known as the delta method or the ab-initio method, ab-initio method, yeah. So students, in this video I think it was clear to you all the basic. So what you will do is, you need to go, these questions they come in your class 11th examination, school examinations, and for your understanding also this is important. So go through this video, go through R.S. Agarwal addition or whatever book you have, go through that book, solve 10-15 problems, that's it, and you will be completely well versed with the basics of differentiation. So students, in the next video what we will do is, we will see the basic differentiation formulas. So there are around 20 or whatever formulas we will be seeing, and we will be seeing the theorems of differentiation, the sum rule, product rule, differentiation rule, and whatever, yeah. So that we will be seeing in the next video. That's it, student. Thank you so much for your time.